Today we're going to talk about two New York sports teams. Well, one can be debated if they're really a New York sports team. You'll see why I'm saying that in a moment. But I'm noticing a common trend with both of them. Who are those two teams and what is that trend I'm talking about? Let's talk about it right now. And welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I am Watu-K99. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. So let's get into this topic I want to talk about right now. The trend that I see that is getting pretty annoying is this. These owners, these general managers, these coaches who bow down and kiss the rear ends of their star players, particularly star players who tend to not be available for their teams. So there's two New York teams where I'm applying this to. And the first one is going to be my very own hometown New York Metropolitans. And the athlete is Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is probably the greatest pitcher that I have seen on my team ever. In the 30 years I've been watching the Mets, I've never seen a pitcher this dominant. The issue with him is his durability. He missed 13 months between last season and this season. He's already made it clear that he is going to opt out. He has done this several times, in several interviews. He is going to opt out of his contract to try to get paid. And you know what? As great as he is, I can't fault him for intending to opt out of his contract. I wish he would just be quiet about it and say, well, right now I'm focusing on the season. We'll figure out the contract when the end of the season comes. But I'm not going to talk about it during the season. That's all Jacob deGrom really had to say. And I would have been totally cool with that. But it really feels like he's already got one foot out the door. But Mets management, how are they treating this guy? Well, he's had 4 starts since he came back from being injured with his various ailments. His shoulder scapula, I mean, whatever it was, he had a hangnail, I don't know. But in those 4 starts, he's pitched 5 innings. I was at that game in Washington. I recorded a pretty bit of a rant that night. 5 2/3 innings, 6 innings, and the most recent start against the Atlanta Braves on the 18th of August, 6 2/3 innings. And that's the one that I want to talk about for a moment. So deGrom is pitching really well. He pitches 6 innings. He's looking pretty good. He's allowed 2 runs. No harm, no foul there. At this point, the game is tied in the 7th inning. The Mets have lost 2 of the first 3 in Atlanta. And to split the series at SunTrust Park, now Truist Field, whatever they want to call it in Cobb County, would be a pretty big boon for them. So deGrom gives up a single to this Vaughn Grissom, just the latest rookie that the Braves have called up. It's just disgusting how they managed to get these players. So at this point, you have Michael Harris, another rookie, who I think is going to go down as the Brave that I have hated the most since Chipper Jones. I can't stand this guy already. Plus, Michael Harris's agent is an idiot to already give in to an 8-year, $72 million contract when he could get a lot more down the road. But that's neither here nor there. Michael Harris's agent, you're an idiot. Just saying. So deGrom has a runner on first, 7th inning, 2 outs. And Buck Showalter comes out to the mound to take him out and put in Seth Lugo, who's just shaky as can be right now. You know, when you get good Lugo, you get great Lugo. When you get bad Lugo, oh my gosh, you know a couple of runs are going to score in the game. Now, I don't think it's Buck Showalter's decision entirely to take deGrom out of the game. He's probably getting told from Billy Epler, from whoever else is in the front office, this is what we have to do. You know, Jacob cannot exceed this. So if I'm Jacob deGrom, why am I not saying, hey, Skip, get your butt back to the dugout. This is my batter. This is my game. I'm getting through this inning. I'm giving us 7 innings. No, doesn't do that. Instead, Lugo comes in. Michael Harris hits that single into right center field. Vaughn Grissom scores all the way from first base because he was going on contact, and the Mets lose the game. So, and that's not bad enough. Now he got pushed back 2 days. 2 days so he wouldn't face the Yankees in this 2-game series that just ended, where the Mets got swept. Instead, we got to start Taijuan Walker, who's coming back from a bulging disc. Who needed the rest in this case? I think Taijuan Walker should have been pushed back 2 days. Pitch him against Colorado, against the crappy Rockies. Why? But no, we got to push back Jacob deGrom, who's probably not going to be, I'm not going to say probably, but there's a good chance he's not going to be a Met next season. So you know what? If he wants to opt out so bad, you know what? Keep pitching him at this point. I mean, why does he have to be pushed back? And if he has to keep being pushed back because we're all about the playoffs and saving him up for the playoffs, my gosh, you know what? If it gets to that, don't discount the regular season. The Braves are 2 games back. In my opinion, the Mets have to win this division. They need that bye. I don't want to deal with a best 2 out of 3 where they would have to go on the road, most likely to St. Louis or someplace like that. Most likely it would be St. Louis. And deal with a best of 3 series. You've got to put some focus on winning the NL East. So every game is absolutely pivotal. And please, who do I want on the mound more, Jacob deGrom or Taijuan Walker? With all due respect to Taijuan Walker, who's had a very good season. Oh, he's a free agent too. He might be gone also. So the babying of Jacob deGrom is starting to frustrate me a little bit. But then we go to the second team. And there's certain people watching I know who are going to find this very amusing. This is a first-timer situation for me. I've never talked about this team before on this channel. So you're getting a premiere. We're going to talk about the New York/New Jersey/Brooklyn Nets. Yes, we're getting into basketball here on New York Sports Wicker Media. And we're going to talk about the ongoing Kevin Durant saga. Oh my goodness, does this one make me laugh. Now, we got the 3 stooges of basketball. They are Joe Tsai, Nets owner, Steve Nash, head coach, and especially Sean Marks, general manager. I want to read you some quotes here from Sean Marks. This was basically right after the Nets got swept out of the playoffs by the Boston Celtics. This is a direct quote. Then I'm going to read another quote and just listen to the difference in tone on these 2 quotes, all right? Let's listen. I think we know what we're looking for, Mark said. We're looking for guys that want to come in here and be part of something bigger than themselves. Play selfless, play team basketball, and be available. And that goes not only for Kyrie Irving, but for everybody here. Continuing, we need people here that want to be here. They're selfless, and they want to be part of something bigger than themselves. He said it twice. And there's an objective and a goal at stake here, and in order to do that, we're going to need availability from everybody. That was Sean Marks on May 11th. By the way, the availability he's talking about, is he talking about the availability of guys like Kyrie Irving, who played 29 games this year, Kevin Durant, who played only 55, and Ben Simmons, who played, let me think, carry the 0 games? Ben Simmons is more concerned about, the latest suit he's wearing, trying to show off while he's sitting on the bench while his team's getting swept. So you talk about a player who doesn't give a damn about playing for something bigger than themselves. He's all about himself. We won't even get in. This is the same franchise that traded for James Harden and couldn't wait to ship him out the door to bring in Ben Simmons. Are you kidding me? Okay, so that was Marks on May 11th. Now, this is him 104 days later. Yesterday, Tuesday, Steve Nash and I, together with owners Joe Tsai, Claire Rusai, met with Kevin Durant and Rich Kleiman, his agent in LA. We've agreed to move forward with our partnership. We are focusing on basketball, as opposed to curling, with one collective goal in mind, building a lasting franchise to bring a championship to Brooklyn. Bow down, Sean, because that's exactly what you're doing. Did you not forget that earlier this month, Kevin Durant gave an ultimatum to management, in other words, Joe Tsai, a level above you, and said, fire Steve Nash and fire Sean Marks or trade me. Oh my goodness. He made a demand. I tell you what, wait till the first 3-game losing streak of this season. Wait till Durant's sitting a couple of games just because he needs a maintenance day. Believe me, Kevin Durant will immediately bust out his cell phone and call Joe Tsai. And basically he'll start making more demands. He knows Joe Tsai's phone number. He's probably got it on speed dial, and he's clearly not afraid to use it. With all this disharmony going on in Brooklyn, You know, do you think that the Nets are going to get past Boston, Philadelphia in their own division, let alone the Miamis and the Milwaukees in the Eastern Conference, and bring a parade to Flatbush Avenue? It's not going to happen anytime soon. This is the ultimate three-ring circus of basketball. And I'll tell you what, as lousy as my four teams are, the Mets, the Jets, the Knicks, and the Rangers, as bad as they've been over the last 25 years by and large, not one championship have I seen since 1994. Oh boy, this is another level. I mean, I've seen some lousy teams with drama, but when you have this much talent and still this much drama, that's got to make it even more infuriating for the 38 Nets fans that are out there. So, and I say that in jest. All right, well, I'll be back with more content. Thought I'd do a little different direction. That's the Nets. So, again, please feel free to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. And we're just under 100 subscribers as I'm trying to hold back a sneeze. We're just under 100 subscribers. I'm really excited about getting past triple digits. So if there's anybody you know who might like the channel, please share it with them. And I look forward to seeing you with Jeremy on Wednesday nights at Jets Chaos, hanging out with Nick on Friday night, Green Bean on Thursday nights. I love doing these shows for you, providing you with the content. And I really do appreciate any feedback that you have, anything you'd like me to talk about. If you have any questions for me, you let me know. All right, I hope everybody has a great day. Talk soon.